You're watching Lit Sports Online, and this is our NFL Conference Championship predictions and pre-game show. Gerald, we did a little contest after the regular season. Is now tracking our postseason picks here. How are we doing?
I'm surprisingly in the lead. I'm in the lead right now with 7-1, while Justin and Ross, hey, one is a win. But anyways, Justin and Ross are both 6-2. Pick it up, guys. Come on.
All right, well, it sounds like we need to close the gap here. What's the first game where we get a chance to do it?
First game up. And what I've actually, before I even talk about this game, I actually saw a meme earlier. It was literally like a layout of like the last 10 years, and either it literally said either Manning, Brady, or Roethlisberger, except for the 1 year that Joe Flacco was in the Super Bowl, have represented the AFC in the Super Bowl, and that's just crazy to think. They've had, the three of them had a grip on the conference that long. But it's only fitting, it seems like, that it would come down to Roethlisberger and Tom Brady as the Pittsburgh Steelers travel to New England to take on the Patriots. And I honestly think Brady has been playing like a man possessed since he's come back from this suspension. He's got a chip on his shoulder. You can tell by the stats, and he's taking it as he travels to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks.
Said it before and I'll say it again. 3 B's. Bell, Brown, not Brady, Ben. Big Ben. Playoffs. They're on a roll. They've gone up there before. I think they can go up there and beat New England.
Bro, I don't give a damn about the 3 B's. Tom Brady's about to air it out like no other this weekend. He's going off. He's at home. New England, that's literally his playground. That's his yard. You don't come into Tom Brady's yard and tell him how it's going to go. He's going to the Super Bowl. No question.
If I can interject here just to get my pick in as well. I'm also going to take New England in this game. Now, I understand against the Houston Texans, they looked sloppy in the beginning.
They did.
It's like, oh, we're going to actually make this a contest. Then finally they started pulling away in the end. But I don't know. I mean, you talk about Ben Roethlisberger going into New England and pulling this out. I just don't see it. I don't know what else to say. I just got a feeling like it's a conference championship. Is Bill Belichick really going to let his team not get all the way back to the Super Bowl? I don't know. I mean, it is going to be competitive.
When you almost lose to the Browns, you're not going to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
You mean when they had no one playing? When they had no one playing.
It was the Browns. The Browns.
Yeah,
I don't care if you're playing your third-string preseason squad. You almost lose to the Browns. You're not going to the Super Bowl. And that's why I'm saying Tom Brady's going. Tom Brady has been in this situation time and time again. Of course, Roethlisberger has too. But this is Tom Brady at home. He has been disgraced with a 4-game suspension. He's pissed. And he's playing like it. And he will be walking into the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. I guarantee it. Guarantee.
Guaranteed, huh?
Guaranteed. And whether or not he's going to win, that's a different story. But guarantee he's going there.
Well, what do you think are the key matchups for this game? Anything stick out to you in particular?
I like the defense. I like the Patriots defense. I do. I like the Patriots defense. Obviously, I played defense for years, and the thing is, with defense wins championships, and that's helping Brady. That's like, the fact that the defense can hold it down allows Brady to do what he does. Plus, they play a balanced run game.
I will say I was impressed by Pittsburgh's defense last week.
I was. I really was. I mean, they were fantastic. But again, this is an offense it's a Belichick machine.
You also have the Steelers offense who went over 100 yards in the first half against who arguably they would say the Chiefs a better defense than the Patriots have had.
Well, to our credit of the argument, though, Ross, wasn't that game all field goals for the the Steelers? I mean, they're going to have to get some touchdowns.
You can't win that game with field goals.
Right, so they're going to be pissed they didn't get any touchdowns. You think they're happy their kicker was a player of the game? Do you think they're sitting there like, oh, really? He's going to be a player of the game?
I don't know.
What B is Belichick going to stop? He always picks one person, one thing you do well. Stop the run. You got Brown. Stop Brown. You got Bell. Not many people have stopped him.
Well, we'll see what happens. I like this, though. We got some different picks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Ravens fan, and I'm picking the Steelers.
Hey, nothing against the Steelers. They're a valid team. They made it this far. Meanwhile, me and this Ravens fan right here, not excluding you, but me and this Ravens fan here, we're sitting on the couch watching these games. Our team is watching the games. They're not in them.
Just to interject, also, my older brother and my father got in an argument because they're both Ravens fans,
Yeah.
and my dad wants to see the Steelers win just because he hates Brady that much. And then my older brother's like, "No, are you kidding me? I don't want to see the Steelers in there." It's pretty funny to see that going down too. I mean, a lot of these teams seem to be hated at this point of the season, don't you think?
It's kind of like the election. It's kind of like Hillary or Trump. Like, who do you want to win? It's literally the election. Wow. All right. So next up, we have Aaron, the man, the Green Bay Packers, traveling to Atlanta to take on Matty Ice and the Falcons. And this is going to be a great game. Another game with two great quarterbacks. Again, these two games alone are going to be just great games with two great quarterbacks, and I'm excited to watch them. But I think the Green Bay Magic, it's going to be a very close game, and I know it's going to come down to the wire again. But I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. He's going back to the Super Bowl, and I believe it's going to be 12 versus 12, Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers in 2 weeks.
The Falcons impressed me. I did not pick them.
Mm-hmm.
I did not believe in them. I thought they've done this before. They've done good in the regular season. The playoffs. I have become a fan of the Atlanta Falcons. Their offense, hot. Julio Jones, even if he doesn't click, he doesn't complain. That big. Got Gabriel going deep. And their defense also has stepped up. I'm going with the Falcons at home to close out the Georgia Dome in style.
So I did a lot of thinking about this. Of course, the Packers had the victory last week over the Cowboys. Nice victory for them, although slim margins there.
That was an amazing pass. That's all I'm saying.
The thing about the Packers right now is that it's really looking like Jordy Nelson isn't going to play in this game.
No.
That, in my opinion, their next two best receivers after him are Devontae Adams and not Randall Cobb actually, but Jeff Janis. And guess what? Jeff Janis had no targets last week. They don't have Jeff Janis. They don't have Jordy Nelson. So like, really, his best receiver is Devontae Adams. And then Jared Cook got going last week, but I think that was an aberration. I don't think he's going to be producing for them this week. I just got a feeling that the Falcons they're the healthier team, the way I'm looking at it. They know what they're doing. And yes, Aaron Rodgers has been to the Super Bowl before and won. Matt Ryan, this is a different kind of year for him, though. And he's really put it together. He showed that he can win a playoff game. I think the Falcons may be looking at their first Super Bowl here.
So question. I think, truth be told, I mean, Tom Brady not taking away from what he does. I've heard a lot of buzz about Matt Ryan being a possible MVP candidate. Do you think it comes down, whoever wins this game will be the MVP this season? Between Aaron Rodgers or Matt Ryan?
Well, the odd thing about it is, didn't they used to just pick the MVP before the postseason? I don't really understand what the change is about. But
Well, I do agree with it because, I mean, postseason really is where you really need to come alive. This is where you need to show what's up. And I think players play some of their best games, and I think that should be taken into consideration. That or you do a postseason MVP and a regular season MVP. We can get into that on another show.
Yeah, that's another topic entirely. But I guess to answer your question, I mean, the way they're doing it now, I guess it makes sense for the MVP to be someone that made it to the Super Bowl. So, like, I guess we still don't know.
I don't think that, because a lot of times you look at the quarterback probably taking the MVP in the Super Bowl. I don't think that should be the deciding factor. I think the MVP should be picked before the Super Bowl. I do believe that. But again, that's a different story for a different day. I just like Green Bay. I like how they looked. I mean, that was a hard-fought game. That was probably one of the best football games I've ever seen.
That's another thing, Green Bay. They got out 21-3, 21-10.
Yeah.
Second half, 21-13, 28-13, 28-20, 28-28.
It looks so familiar.
They had nothing going in that second half. They used it all in the first half. Cowboys almost came back on them.
They did. They were literally a pass away from winning that game. And, but I mean, I honestly believe if the games get higher, the players are going to play harder. And I think Green Bay is going to step up. I believe they're going to plan around the injuries.
The Falcons, they knew they were already playing next week. They got a surprise. Oh my, we get to come to home to literally play the last you can in the Georgia Dome, because that thing's done after this year. They get to play last week.
It would be poetic heartbreak if Atlanta did lose, now that I'm thinking about it, though. That would just be heartbreak. The last game in the Georgia Dome, a loss. That'd be terrible.
I actually see the X factor in this game being receiving out of the backfield. I mean, you got now converted satellite back. What's his name?
Ty Montgomery.
Yeah. I was like, why is 88 in the back?
I don't know why the name wasn't coming to me. But Ty Montgomery,
He will not be wearing 88 next year.
playing receiver, got converted to running back some point in the middle of the season. He's catching balls out of the backfield for him. Now, the interesting thing about it, though, is going to be, like, how good can the Packers run the ball, since they don't really have a legit running back anymore. I mean, how well can Ty Montgomery run the ball? We know he can receive it out of the backfield. We know that Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman are both good receiving backs. I think there could be a lot of good running backs catching the ball in this game, actually. But at the end of the day, it's like I said, if the Packers are fully healthy, if I knew they're going to be getting Nelson and Janis the ball, different story. I might be picking the Packers here, but I think that could change it.
Like you said, Janis is injured, or he just didn't get any play?
Honestly, I don't know what's going on with him. He didn't get any targets last game.
Because, and maybe this might be the
He's kind of buried on the depth chart anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But I think at the end of the day, it could be Pittsburgh and Atlanta, New England and Atlanta, Green Bay and New England, Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Whatever the case it could be, it's going to be a really good Super Bowl. It's going to be a really good Super Bowl. I think it's going to be one for the ages. But I really do believe that Green Bay will be playing New England. I believe it. But we'll find out in 2 weeks. Well, we'll find out actually this weekend.
Indeed we will.
Indeed we will.
And we got some split decisions on this episode, so anything could happen, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping that the luck continues.
You could bury it right now.
I
if
could
you're right
literally
on both.
bury it right now. Let's see. Yeah, wow. Yep. I literally could.
That's going to do it for our pre-game coverage of the conference championships. Lit Sports Online. This is Justin. We got Gerald and Ross on set as well. We'll see you next week.
And from the LitTube family, we'd like to send our condolences and prayers to the family of WWE legend Jimmy Superfly Snuka, who passed away over the weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe our videos, and let us know what you think. Take care.